Good morning, Ashlin. Okay, you guys. So, good morning to all the viewers, all the ones that are catching the view of this interview. I'm super excited to introduce you guys to Ashlin, and she's going to tell you a lot about herself. First, I want to tell her, and as well as you guys that are watching, why I chose her as an impact on today. So, with everything that Ashlyn is doing, she's doing something in the financial side of things. And one of the reasons why I chose her today is, especially with the holidays coming up, a lot of people tend to make a huge investment into Christmas, not thinking about the long-term longevity of it, and not thinking like, oh, this is the gift that I really want to get for this person, or this person, and they don't think about what could happen to your what, the capital C, the credit. So today I have Ashlyn here, and she's going to tell you all about her business. And I just want to let you know really quick, this is not just a talk thing. Me and my husband actually signed up with her. So this is an amazing product, okay? Amazing product. If you work for it, it will work for you. Okay, so with that being said, Ashlyn, tell the people whatever it is you want to tell them about your business and your services and what you have to offer, and then I'll get directly into my question.
Yes. So good morning, everyone. I am Ashlyn Price. I am from Baltimore, Maryland. So go Ravens. Yes, always the purple and black.
I
Yes.
don't have a team, but I celebrate all teams. But go ahead.
Yes. I love football. So I
Okay.
am from Baltimore, Maryland, and I
Yes.
am a financial consultant. So people ask, well, what do you
Yes.
do? Like,
Yes.
what does that mean? So, people try to purchase homes, purchase
Mhm.
houses, improve their finances, get things
Mhm.
paid off their credit, start building
Yes.
and restoring their finances.
Uh
Yep,
huh. Uh huh.
that's me.
That's
That is what I do. And I started becoming a financial consultant because I was in a whirlwind of trouble with my own finances.
mm,
It was a mess. So
okay.
just a little bit about myself. Um, I lived in an apartment a few years ago before I purchased my home, paying
Okay.
$12.50 in rent. I was
Mhm.
also in school.
Mhm.
So I was paying for school out of pocket, paying my rent, paying all my utilities, right? And I just couldn't afford it because I didn't know how to budget. I didn't know how to
Mm.
manage my money. It wasn't that
Mhm.
I wasn't making money. I
Mhm.
didn't know how to manage it. No one
Yes.
taught me how to do that.
Yes. Okay.
So, I had to close on my apartment because I just could not pay everything on my own. So I moved in with
Okay.
a family member
Okay.
and I stayed with them for approximately 2 years. In that
Mhm.
time span, guess what? I had to buy a new car.
Mm.
So I'm like,
Uh
okay,
huh.
I have to buy a new car. So what is that going to look like? I didn't have good credit, I didn't have really much of any credit, I didn't have a co-signer. I didn't
Mhm.
have it. So I
Okay.
went to the dealership and I'm like, I need to purchase a car. I go to the dealership, I pick out the car that I want, but guess what?
What?
I was paying 24.9% interest rate on that car.
Woo! Okay. Okay. Everybody don't know percentages just yet. Just give her a little bit of time, and she gonna explain all this good stuff. Uh
24.9%
huh.
interest rate. So I'm paying for that
Wow.
car five, six, 7 times more than what it's really worth.
Mhm.
But it wasn't because I didn't have a big down payment. I didn't have
Okay.
a co-signer,
Okay.
but I had to purchase the car to
Mhm.
get to work, to
Mhm.
make the money to pay for the car. It's
Mhm.
a revolving door. It's a revolving cycle. And I said, this is not my dream. There
Mhm.
has to be a better way. Like I have to change my finances because I was stuck. I feel like I was a slave to my own finances. I said,
Wow.
no, no, no. This can't be it.
Wow.
So at that time, I invested in myself. I sat
Okay.
myself down. I invested in myself. I supported myself with good people who know about
Mhm.
money, people who know about credit, people who had businesses, multiple accounts.
Yes.
I had to surround myself with good people who could
Mhm.
educate me. So I had to sit
Yes.
myself down and saturate myself with good people, good
Mhm.
education, good
Mhm.
mentoring, people with good guidance, right?
Yes.
Once I was able to do that, fast forward now, and here I am. I was
Okay.
able to purchase my first house. Hey, right? purchased my
Uh-huh.
house before I was 30. I purchased my
Come
first
on here. Uh-huh.
before the age of 30.
Yes.
Um, and I had a 4.5% interest rate.
Yes.
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 And it wasn't because I had a lot of money. I'm not
Uh-huh.
wealthy. I'm not rich. But it was because I invested in myself and I made sure that my credit was good.
Yes.
Cash is king, but credit is power. So that's
Yes.
like my scenario. That's my
Okay.
testimony. That's how I got into the business of being a financial consultant because I didn't have hope. I was
Wow.
afraid. I was scared. I didn't know what I was going to do. I'm like, this is not.
Wow. Wow. Now, look, you know what I love is when you have someone who starts a company and they are the product as well.
Yeah.
So you can see the investment that you made coming to fruition, coming to pass. And that this was one of the main reasons why I say I had to interview you, because a lot of people, they hear about, let me figure out how to fix my credit, let me figure out how to take care of my credit, and it either is too costly or the people that's telling you how to do it never done it because they've already started out really good. So it's like, it's great to hear that not only do you help and assist people, but you have the testimony to come along with it.
Absolutely.
Something that I tell people all the time is, like, in ministry, how can you have a heart or be sympathetic to someone who had their lights cut off and you never have? So it's a different level when you experience something for yourself and you step over into that field, and then you're like, okay, let me tell you how to get out of this. A
Mhm.
lot of people in the world are going through things and experiencing things, and people are telling them this is what you need to do, but they're not showing them the steps.
Right.
You explain that you sat down and you had a talk with yourself. That means you made a conscious decision. This
Absolutely.
right here is something that I want to explain to you guys really quick, is when you decide to start taking care and take back your ability to control your finances. Because when we work for companies, and this is not to listen, this is not to tell everybody go out here, start your own business, so on and so forth. But what I'm saying is when you take control, meaning you make a conscious decision, I'm going to be mindful of what I spend my money on. When you understand that because you are being mindful of what you spend your money on, you understand the power of investments. It's nothing like investing in yourself. So now, can you explain to the people, what does that look like? What is the process as far as timing? Is it ever a certain time? Should I wait for this before I sign up to start fixing my credit? Should I work on my credit myself, then sign up? Like, what do the process look like?
Yeah. And that's a really good question because I get asked that all the time. Like, when is the
Okay.
perfect time to start? When is the perfect time begin? And I always say now.
Mm,
And it may seem cliche, but when is there not a perfect time? Is there ever a
yeah.
perfect time to do anything? Like, there's never a perfect time to do
No.
anything, you know? Like, I was broke. Like, I mean, I had a job and I was able to make the money, but I was not managing it. So I was living what? Paycheck to
Paycheck to
paycheck
paycheck.
to paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
was there ever a good time? No, because I didn't really have the money to get started in the first place. So people,
Wow.
when is the best time to get started? And I always throw this question is, when are you ready to invest in yourself? Because that's
Mm.
what it is. It's
Mm-hmm.
an investment into
Yeah.
that's going to create long-term, longevity
Yes.
for you. I always
Yes.
tell people it's an investment in yourself.
Yes.
I always tell people that you are worthy of great things. Some people don't even think that they are worthy. Like, you are deserving of these
You
great things.
are. Yeah.
That's my number 3, that you deserve
Hmm.
this platform. You deserve to be financially free.
Yeah. Yeah.
And of
We
course,
do.
valuable. You're
Uh-huh.
valuable. You know, you have this. You can do this. You are worth more than just a paycheck that you get every 2 weeks. Something you had mentioned earlier, like, hey, working a regular 9 to 5 is awesome. It's great. I'm not
Yeah.
knocking
Yeah.
anybody doing it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
time, all the hours and the time that we invest into our 9 to 5s and our 8 to 4s, if you put that much energy into yourself, what would that look like? I
Yeah.
ask questions. Do you
Hmm.
believe that you're that valuable? Do you
Hmm.
believe that you deserve first place? Are you
Yes.
worthy of becoming financially free? And are you ready to invest in yourself?
Yes.
There is no perfect time, but what I will say
Okay.
is just have the conversation with yourself first and foremost,
Okay.
and then have the conversation with the consultant or whoever you're working with.
Well, the consultant is right here. If you have questions, all her information is listed below. Like this right here. I know this is not commercial time yet, but what are you waiting for? Like what are you waiting for? Like there are so, can I talk to the dreamer for a second? There are so many things that you are dreaming to buy, to purchase, to invest in, to have, to pass down, to have from generation to generation to generation. There are things that you are desiring that I believe today, as a Christian woman, as a woman who believes God, believe in God, and believe God, there are some things that are being placed in you directly from God. He's downloading some things and you don't know the how to. You're trying to figure out, how do I get from this place to this place? Like, okay, God, I see what you're downloading. Now, how do I get to the destination of what you're showing me? This video right here, you're watching, this is one of the downloads. This is one of the process of the downloads. So, Ashlin, what I want you to tell the people is, why is finances such a hard thing to talk about with people? Because if you think about it, it's a lot of families that don't talk about finances because you better not ask your mama or your daddy what they making, or so on and so forth, how your credit look. How come we don't talk to our kids as often? Well, me and my husband do, especially as business owners, but some people don't. Why don't people want to talk about finances?
Yeah, so most people don't have bad credit conversations. Like that's
Mm.
not a thing. That's not a fad. It's
Okay.
not the latest Jordans on a nice bag. That's not a normal, that's not a normal thing to discuss. Like who has bad credit conversations? Who goes to the barbecues and to the cookouts and be like, yeah, girl, what's your credit score? How much money? Like, we don't we don't have these conversations.
No, we don't. We talk about everything we ain't got no business talking about. Okay? Let's
Yes.
be truthful. Let's be truthful. Stop going to these barbecues talking about little JJ, because I mean, listen, JJ is doing his thing. JJ probably got a credit score that's the bomb. But y'all talk about it. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But we don't have these credit conversations, or not even credit. We don't have financial conversations just as a
Yes.
whole at the barbecues, at the cookouts, at the family dinners, at Christmas, at Thanksgiving. We don't have these conversations. We're
No, no,
spending
no, no,
all of our
no.
money trying to make sure that the person that we bought the gift for is happy. We don't have
Yeah.
these conversations.
Yeah.
First of all, so it's not a fad. It's not a thing to do. It's not fun to have these conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, is it causes anxiety.
Ah, really?
Anxiety, it's embarrassing, it's
Oh, yeah.
frustrating. People are afraid
Mm-hmm.
to have these conversations because you know why? It holds them accountable.
Yes.
Accountability.
Yes.
Yes. It's confusion. They don't know where to go.
Yes.
So it brings up
Wow.
emotions and feelings. And then the third thing about it is this: most of the time we don't have people to teach us. We're just not educated about it. So how can you
Mm.
teach something that you don't even know about yourself?
Wow. Well, I'm just gonna throw this out there, y'all. She's gonna be doing some seminars and some webinars where you guys, because even though she does everything credit, she also explains a lot about financial understanding, financial knowledge. Like that's the thing. A lot of us don't have that financial knowledge of like the small things. Everything is grounded and rooted around spend, 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 buy. And it's not a stable idea or mindset. But I wanted to ask a question, especially with Christmas coming up. Is this something that's possible to be a gift to someone? So could I, like, say for instance, I know somebody and I'm like, oh, this would be good because maybe we have had the conversation about credit and I realize that their credit is not where it needs to be. Is it possible that I can pay their startup cost and they can just sign up if they can afford the payments?
Absolutely.
Hmm. So,
Absolutely.
so we can give gifts this season. Go ahead, explain how that would work or how that looks.
Yeah, absolutely. And I thank you for saying that because
Okay.
I am starting something new where people who have consultations with me, uh they get offered 50%, not 50%, $50 off or
Okay.
$100 off their startup fee. So you have to have had the consultation with me.
Okay. Okay.
And then I do like raffles on social media. I do different
Yes.
giveaways on social media that I'm starting up for the holidays that you can get
Okay.
$100 off your enrollment fee or $50 off your enrollment fee.
Wow.
However, if you want to gift someone with
Uh-huh.
financial literacy, you can absolutely do that. However, make sure you have the conversation with that person.
Yeah, because they
That
got to
person.
be prepared to afford the payments after that.
Yeah.
Unless your heart is so sold out. Like maybe this is your child. So maybe your heart is so sold out to make sure not only that they have good credit because at 18 they probably don't really they could understand it but not so much. So maybe I say, well, this year for my son's 18th birthday, I'm going to allow him to sign up and for for the next 5 to 6 months, I'm gonna pay his monthly fee.
Mhm.
You can do that, right?
Yeah, you can do that. So what that looks like is that both people will have to be, do the consultation with me, and we
Okay.
can do the onboarding, the enrollment process, and we can get that straight away all over the phone, or we can do like a FaceTime, a Google,
Yes.
a Google Voice, or like a Google Duo, a Zoom,
Mhm.
and we
Mhm.
can get that information, and we can start the onboarding process for that person. Absolutely.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Okay, so do now what can are we able to talk about numbers as far as what a bad credit score compared to a good credit score is like? Because maybe some people are like, well, I'm not sure if I have a bad one or a good one. Is it a way that you can talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So all the clients that I discuss and have a consultation with, we try to get them to the 700 club.
Okay. Okay.
700 or higher.
Mm-hmm.
700 or higher, guess what? You have more buying power to
Okay.
purchase that home, to purchase that car. You have lower interest rates.
Okay.
You have higher credit card limits.
Mm-hmm.
People want to move into like new apartments or to new condos. Okay, guess what? They usually have to pay a security deposit.
Yeah.
That
Mm-hmm.
security deposit is based on 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10 your credit.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, pay 2, 3 months security deposit, which
Yeah.
means what? That I don't trust you,
Yeah.
that you are going to be able to manage
Yeah.
and pay for this apartment. So I need to get my money up front.
Okay. Okay.
That's what that means. So
Mm-hmm.
I try to get all my clients 700 or higher. That gives you your buying power back.
Mm-hmm.
For example, I can have $500,000 in a bank and my credit score can be a 600, a 550, a 630.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? If your credit score is a 700 or better, you will be able to purchase a lot more than I will. Just because I have the money in the cash doesn't mean that I'll be able to get it, but you have the
Wow.
credit. You have the credit. So I will always say, try to get my clients 700 or higher. Gives you
Okay.
the buying power back. You get better interest rates on your loans, on your cars.
Okay.
Um, you're able to purchase the cars and the homes that you want to. 700 or better gets you your buying power back. Anything within like the 600 or the 500s, 400, things like that, we need to work on some things. Let's clean
Okay.
some things up. Let's get some things cleaned up. Let's start building. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
we don't even have credit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can build credit,
Okay.
restore
Mm-hmm.
credit in
Mm-hmm.
your finances. So I would say 700 or higher,
Okay.
buying power back when you can start seeing your money work for you, lower interest rates,
Okay.
larger amounts that you're approved for on your loans,
Mm-hmm.
buying your dream car and walking off the lot and not having to put a down payment down. you know, purchasing that home with under a 5% interest rate.
Yes.
Because we can pay a
Okay.
lot of money.
Yeah.
But anything 700 above, I wouldn't say you're on the right track. Five,
Okay.
even four is we got some kind of work to do with your finances and your credit. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So now, before I let you do your own little commercial and everything, I want to ask you 6 questions, right?
Six.
Can you, yeah, 6 questions, but they're small questions, okay? So tell me first 2 things that are myths that people say about credit.
There are myths.
Myths.
Oh, myths.
Yes.
Oh,
Tell me 2 things. 2 things that they say are myths about credit.
they don't want credit cards. So that's a myth about that is that I can improve my credit without getting a credit card. And that's a myth
Mm.
because your credit
We
is
helping you.
your credit is made up of different factors.
Uh-huh.
35% of your credit, first and foremost, which is the largest, 35% is your credit history.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your payment history. Sorry, not credit. Your
Yes.
payment history. Are you paying your bills on time or are you delinquent?
Okay.
Another 30% is the capacity, like what is the available limit on your credit card? So what are you using? So you're only supposed to use 30% or less on your
Okay.
cards.
Okay.
And that's where the misconception comes in because we use 40, 50, 60%.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Back.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It didn't get
15%
all messed up. Can't even get to it. But go ahead.
pay it back.
Uh-huh.
The
Uh-huh.
other 15% is the length of credit. How long have you able to manage your credit? How long
Okay.
have you able to manage paying your bills? How long? The length of credit.
Mm-hmm.
The other 10% is the types of credit, like installment loans compared to revolving credit.
Okay.
Revolving credit is what? Credit cards.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There, how do you build your credit if you don't have at least one credit card? Because that's part of the composition of your credit, even if you just have one credit card. So
Mm.
installment loans and revolving credit is about it mix
Okay.
up your credit score. So installment loans is like mortgages
Okay. Okay.
loan, like you
Okay.
pay your mortgage on time, and
Okay.
then revolving credit is like your credit card, like it's a revolving monthly
Mm-hmm.
cycle.
Okay.
10%, and the last 10% is the type of credit.
Okay.
What's on your credit, like new inquiries. You don't want to
Okay.
keep going to the car dealership and pulling and pulling and pulling. They
Yeah.
keep running your credit because they're trying to get you financing
Yeah.
because it happens. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. They trying to get you that car because guess what? They're gonna make commission on that sale, but they keep pulling inquiry after inquiry after inquiry after inquiry, and guess what? It's not doing you benefit. You're doing
It
yourself.
is not. No, ma'am. And no, sir. It is not helping you. No, no, my laptop did not freeze. I froze. Cause I'm like, it's the truth. It is the truth. Their job is to make sure that you don't walk away empty handed.
Yeah,
I mean, that's their
really.
job. So we can't get mad at them, but this is the truth. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the first thing, that they don't want credit cards. I can build my own credit without the credit cards. And that's really not true. Even if you just have one credit card, get like a personal card, get a secure credit card, $200, $500. But don't forget, installment loans and revolving credit mix up your credit score. So how can you not have a credit card
Mm-hmm.
and improve your credit?
Yeah. Okay. And then it was, okay. So then I need you to tell me 2 things that you want the people to know why it's important to get your credit together.
Hmm. I hear a lot of people say that I want to build generational wealth.
Uh-huh.
How do you build generational wealth if
Mm-hmm.
your finances are not in order?
Mm-hmm.
So building generational wealth it has to start with someone. It usually starts with our grandparents or our
Yeah.
parents
Yeah.
purchasing homes And then when they pass away, guess what? It's up to our parents and our aunts and uncles to manage that property, to pay those property taxes.
Mm-hmm.
And usually they don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? All of that time and that money that grandma and grandpa invested into getting that home is now gone to the
Yeah.
government
Yeah.
because no one took care of the property and no one paid on the taxes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So building generational wealth is absolutely amazing. Another thing that you can do is that you can put your children on your credit cards. Do you guys know that?
Ah! No, listen, you can do it. You ain't got to tell them. You don't got to get them access. Listen, can I get serious for a second? All of y'all with daughters out there, don't even tell them.
Mm-mm.
Do not tell your daughters. You want me to tell you why? Because you're gonna have Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, all of that, all charged up. Don't tell them. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So that's the first thing. And I'm gonna leave that right there because I will expand on that, but I want people um to tap into me. Like ask me the questions. That's
Yes,
something that people don't know.
yes, ask.
Their children on their credit cards as authorized users. I'll tap into that a little bit later. But yes, that's something you can do to build generational wealth. That's first and
Mm-hmm.
foremost. And then when you think about when you get your hair done, when you get your nails done, you feeling good, right? You got jewelry on, you feeling good, right? I'm ready to step out. Got my manicure and my pedicure. I'm ready to step out, right? I'm
Oh, with
feeling.
bad credit. You about to.
But that's
That was
the
a setup.
when you have when you have good finances, when you're able to manage finances, when you have good credit, what is that? You feel
Yes,
good
yes.
about yourself. You're excited about yourself. You
Mm-hmm.
feel
Mm-hmm.
encouraged, right? You have
Yes.
confidence, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we want to make sure that people feel excited about working on their,
Yes.
excited about investing in themselves, excited about purchasing that new home or that new car. This
Yes.
is a time to be excited that you are investing in yourself. Let me tell you, when I went through my process, I was happy. I was super excited because
Yes.
long term, I'm going to get everything that God says I'm going to have.
Yes.
I may not have that this very second, but believe me, I am working towards that. And I was able to purchase my first home before the age of 30. So if there any reason why my parents needed to move in with me, yes, I have the home.
And she got the space.
And I do have the space. Yes. So building generational wealth, leaving it
Yes.
for your children and your grandchildren and your
Yes.
children, like leaving it for
Mm-hmm.
them, that legacy. And
Mm-hmm.
then just being excited about the process, excited about the journey. And that's
Yes.
what I want people to know that it is a journey. It
It's a
didn't take
journey.
1 month to get into this situation. I'm
Mm-hmm.
real funky, real open and honest. It didn't take you 1 month to get into this situation. It didn't take you 2 months to get into this situation. So how long? I always get asked the question: how long is it going to take me to get out of it? What are you willing to invest? How
Yeah.
are you willing to invest in yourself? People want to rush the process because I don't want
Yeah.
to pay the money. I don't want to pay the money. Not even about that. It's about you. You pay
Yeah.
for everything else to go to the movies. You pay
Mm-hmm.
$100 to go to dinner.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That's worth it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's worth it going out to dinner for $100. But then you can't invest $100 into yourself for your finances.
Yes. Exactly.
We have to
Exactly.
change our priorities.
We have to. We have to. And making the investment in yourself, what people got to think about is when you like think about this. When you go out here, I'm telling you, I have been a advocate of this, experiencing this for myself. But when you go out here and you go to McDonald's for a car of 4 people, you automatically spend like $20 to $30, right? Okay, depending on where you go. If you go to Popeyes, you're about to spend even more. But what I'm saying is you make that investment, and then what about in a few more hours, you're gonna be hungry all over again. So then think about it. You make that investment again. So the point of where I'm getting to is, say for instance, you ate McDonald's 3 times. How much money is that $60, or what could you have done with that $60 as far as investing into yourself, where not only are you going to just be full for the time being, but you can see the harvest of the seeds that you've planted. I tell people this all the time, even with Williamson Resource Center. Make the investment and you will see the harvest as it begins to grow. You don't see no harvest from McDonald's. McDonald's ain't helping you take care of none of your debt. McDonald's ain't helping. I tell people, we get so pressed and all jolly about these Jordans and buying our kids these PlayStations and all
Mm.
of this stuff. But sometimes we got to sit back and think about it. This investment, this $150 that I'm about to pay for these brand new shoes that's only going to last for about a month because they're going to tear them up. That investment could have been towards something else. Sometimes you just gotta, we have to be more mindful, and we wonder why our finances is all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so my last question before I let you do your minute of just broadcasting who you are, the last two things is, why should people choose you and your company?
Mm. Why should you? Why not?
Mm,
Is the
why
question.
not?
Why not? So no, to be truthfully honest, is I'm a product of a product. I
Mm-hmm.
have my own testimony. I'm not teaching people or educating people because that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Financial literacy.
Yeah.
I teach people about finances.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't just about credit repair, credit restoration. Let me just get your money and then your credit score is not
Yeah.
moving or you don't have a good relationship. All my clients have my cell phone number.
Yeah. We
They can
sure do. I'm
they can call me, they can text me, they can schedule times. I always tell them, "Hey, that you are not alone." And
Yes.
that's the thing that people really gravitate to because they're so afraid because they've been scammed before,
Yep.
taking their money, they don't know which way to go. All they know is that Joe Schmo at ABC Financing down the street is fixing
Mm-hmm.
my credit. Okay, do you know how they're doing it?
Mm-hmm.
No. Do you know what they're doing?
Mm-hmm.
No. So you're gonna give someone your social security number and don't know exactly what they're doing?
Yep. Mm.
No.
Baby.
So I always tell my
Mm-mm.
clients, hey, I am on this journey with you. You are not
Yes.
by yourself. This is a
Yes.
working partnership. We
Mm-hmm.
are here together, which really makes people feel excited because they are already alone and embarrassed and scared about the process anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But knowing
Mm-hmm.
that you have someone that's walking with you,
Yeah.
that's educating you along the process. You know how you have my cell phone number, you can text me, you can call me, you have access to me that you're not by yourself. So
Yeah.
first and foremost is that you're not alone in this process. I am
Yeah.
here with you. Second of all, I'm going to teach you about your finances. I'm not
Yeah.
going to just do it for you
Mm-hmm.
or, or make these magical milestones for you. No, we're
Yes.
educated in this process together.
Yes.
I tell
Yes.
people, don't give people your social security number and
Not
make
at
them put
all.
business into these companies and you don't know what they're doing.
Yes.
Third thing is you're a part of the process. So it's
Yes.
nothing that I do, nothing that we do, nothing that my company does that you're not aware of,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which makes people feel a lot calm because everything, we are literally spoon feeding you. You get
Yeah.
news, you get notifications about everything that's going on in the process. So choose me. I'm a testimony. I'm a product of the product. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not teaching you something that I haven't already been through. So
Yes.
you're not on this journey alone. I know how you feel. I've been there. I've done that. You know.
Yes.
Third thing is I am a woman of God.
Yeah. That all by itself. Ha! That all by itself ought to buy you right now. That by itself ought to make you get off of here right now and sign up. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I am a woman of God, which means that it is my due diligence. I am here to bring a harvest. You reap
Yes.
what you sow. You know,
Yes.
it would be it would be not of me to have this information and to not share it with people, to
Mm-hmm.
not educate people. People
Mm-hmm.
need to have hope. It's not about
Yes.
me. I do this
Yes.
work because it's not about me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about what I'm doing. I've
Mm-hmm.
created my own path with my own finances.
Yeah.
So, I'm in a better place, but it's not about me. It's
Mm-hmm.
literally about the people that I'm working with, you know?
Yes.
And I know that God has put me in this position.
Yes.
God has put me in this position. God has
Mm.
put me on this platform to
Mm-hmm.
share this information to reach the masses.
Yes.
To reach the masses. So it's not about me. I have to take
Mm-hmm.
myself out of it sometimes and say, hey, it's about these people I'm working with. It's
Yeah.
about the customers that I'm working with.
Mm-hmm.
It's about doing the work.
Yeah.
Let me be
Yeah.
a servant, God. Use me the way that you see fit. And for this
Yes.
season, for this time being,
Yes.
this is where I am. And I absolutely love it. I
Love
wouldn't
it.
go back. Would
Yes.
absolutely love it.
This is amazing, you guys. And I am so excited for everybody who is signing up right now.
Yes.
I am so excited. No, I don't have no code for you. You don't need to get a discount because even though mhm. I talked to her about if we are able to talk about the cost range, but it's so much that she offer. It's not a particular cost. Let's say that, okay? But let me also add this because of the fact that she offers so much, it's no need to talk about cost because it's cost efficient. You can afford it. It is not out of nobody's I don't care if you like, well, I'm working at McDonald's. Can I afford it? Yes, you can. Okay, I'm only working 3 days a week. Can I afford it? Yes, you can. Okay, I'm only getting a few clients here and there. Can I afford it? Yes, you can. This is the time. This is the best time to sign up. I said she's gonna do her own commercial. Go ahead
It's
and do it.
okay. It's okay. Keep talking. I love it.
I'm excited because I'm excited. This excites me, just like she said, it gets her excited. You guys, it excites me just to see the people, just in general, not just the people of God, but in general, to
Yeah.
see the people working on something that, mm, okay, I'm not gonna say that because I don't want to offend the Jews and the Muslims and the, you know, as Kirk Franklin would say, I don't want to offend anybody, but I do want to say that in our color community, we don't talk about this. And so I get so excited. This for me is like the excitement of somebody saying, I want to give my life to God. Because even in this, you're saying, I want to give my life and dedicate my life to my future, the things that are to come. So when you say your future, you're talking about your children, your grandchildren, your great grandchildren. So you're saying, I'm going to dedicate myself to this. Because think about it. When one person make the decision, one person, it takes for you to get it right. And then after you start getting it right, somebody else gonna say, wait now. You ain't had that a few months ago. You ain't had that last year. How was you able to buy this house? And the first thing you're gonna be able to tell them is because I got my credit together. Call Ashley. Call Ashlyn. Okay, so with that being said, go ahead and sell your services to the people like never before. Let them know how they can connect with you, even though it's at the bottom of the screen. She's also going to tell you guys how to connect with her. And we will be working on her upcoming webinar. So stay tuned for that, as she'll be teaching finances. And I'm excited about that, but go ahead.
So first and foremost, I am super excited. Thank you for having this platform, allowing me to be here, allowing me to share this information with the masses, literally with the masses. I'm forever grateful for you to have this platform. So I give it all back to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for so much.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. And I also want to let people know, like, hey, you are not by yourself.
Yes.
You are not alone. I am a testimony. I am a product of the product. You can do this. Change your mind from, you have to change how we look at money, how we look at finances. God don't want us to be bound to money. He wants you to be free in abundant prosperity. That's what he wants. And that's what you deserve. That's what you're worthy of. And you are valuable of these things. So not only do we do credit restoration, credit building, we offer so many other services. Guess what? We offer will and a trust.
Yes.
How much a will and a trust cost?
Yes.
Most people don't even have a will and a trust. My grandparents didn't even have a will and a trust. So now people are fighting over finances. Who's going to have this? Who's going to have that? You don't have to do it. We have a will and trust and a power of attorney, credit building, credit monitoring, identity theft and protection. As you are working on your finances, guess what? We're going to protect you. We're going to make sure that your investment is protected. Fraud happens every 8 seconds. Every 8 seconds. So we're going to make sure that you are protected with identity theft and protection, financial lockbox, savings, and budgeting. Those are the two things that I personally love, how to save and how to budget. I didn't know how to do it, right? I absolutely love it. Also, tap into me. I do webinars. Yes, I do webinars. So I can do private webinars. You can tap into me. We can schedule when we can do webinars. We have so many other resources that I want you to tap into. Just what I just named.
Ain't nothing.
It's just a few of the services that we have. It's so many other services. And also, I don't want you to think like, oh, I'm a renter. You know, I've been renting for the past X amount of years that I don't even know what to do. Guess what? That's a benefit. That's a benefit. Look. That's a benefit. Also, I'm going to say that's a benefit. If you are a renter and you have the vision and the passion to be a homeowner, you can talk to me. I have services for renting. Let me tell you, it's abundant. It's so many services. So I am super excited. I am here for it. Whenever I talk about financial literacy, it literally excites me. It moves me in a different way because I am a product of the product and I understand. Give hope to people. Give value to people. Let people know that, guess what? You are deserving of good things. You have to change the way that you look at yourself. Do you believe that you are worthy? Do you believe that you are deserving, that you're valuable, and that the investment is worth something? It's going to give me something in return. Absolutely. So you are more than capable of taking this journey. And I am super excited. I am here for you. I am here with you. Let's set up the consultation. Let's have the conversations. I will say serious inquiries. You know, you really are open to invest in yourself to get things disputed or, you know, removed off your credit report or to improve your finances. Serious inquiries only. You know, one thing I've learned at time is one thing that we cannot get back. Cannot get back time. So serious inquiries. Let's sit down. Let's have a consultation. Let's talk about your finances. You can follow me on social media. On Instagram, it's Ash for Success. ASH, the number 4, success, the number 4. Deserving, worthy, valuable, and invest in yourself. So Ash for Success, ASH, the number 4, success on Instagram. On Facebook, it's just my name. It's Ashlin Price, ASLI, and my last name is Price, PRICE. And you can call me, you can text me. I'm sure my phone number is there, 443-741-2927. Yes, please text me, call me, let's set up a consultation. I'm sure my websites are there. You can contact me, social media. Let's just sit down and talk. Have a conversation. Most people are afraid. What's the worst that can happen?
What's the worst?
Nothing. When you walk away from this consultation, you're going to be educated. You're going to walk away learning something from the consultation that we have that you didn't have once before. So that's why I said, hey, let's sit down, let's talk. The serious inquiries, because time is very important. Time is very efficient, meaning that we have to make the best of our time. Okay. I'm not here to steer you in the wrong direction. I'm going to be very open and honest with you. We can have these conversations. So let's talk about it. You have my contact information. You have my cell phone number. Yes, that's my cell phone number. Social media, Facebook, Instagram, come follow me. Let's have these conversations about it. I'm super excited. Let's go. Start off the new year, 2021, with a bang. Invest in yourself. So I'm super excited. That's all I'm ready.
Listen, you guys, so you have it here. You have all the knowledge and understanding that all you got to do is just reach out to Ashlyn. All her information is listed below, as you also just heard her contacts and all of that. You guys, she says serious inquiries only because the consultation is no cost.
Yeah.
It's no cost. So make sure that when you call, you have a desire to do what needs to be done. Don't waste time because time is not something she can talk to people who ready. She can talk to people who's ready, but she chose to talk to you. So just make sure that you show your level of appreciation by at least making a decision, a conscious decision for yourself. With that being said, you guys, we are going to say bye, but I just want to let you know that this will not be the last time that you see Ashlyn on my platform. We also will be doing more things together, so just look out for more information, as she'll be dropping little nuggets here and there, and I'll make sure that I share them with you guys. And with that being said, we're just going to say bye. Bye, everyone. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your holidays. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.